Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery. Ready to fall in love with your next home? This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,440 square foot home sits on over an acre with stunning views of Fairway 13 at Hidden Trails Country Club. Let's open the door to your next chapter.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery with Young Real Estate. A little paint or updated lighting could go a long way in boosting your home's value. Let's prep it for top dollar. We start today.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, it sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery. Ready to fall in love with your next home? This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,440 square foot home sits on over an acre with stunning views of Fairway 13 at Hidden Trails Country Club. Let's open the door to your next chapter.
Ready, set, let's go. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up, going all the way up. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I've been on the way up cause I know I'm popping. Hits, no misses. Clean up like the dishes. Ain't no point telling me to stop cause I won't listen. Every level got a new devil. I'ma give them hell cause I'm leveling up. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level, leveling up.
Good evening and welcome to another Friday night under the lights for high school football on Aycorp Sports. We are coming to you tonight from Charles Bland Stadium on the campus of Dexter High School. The undefeated Bearcats play host to the 2-loss Kennett Indians in an important Class 3 District 1 matchup. Alongside my broadcast partner tonight, Chuck Davis, I am Bobby Alford. Chuck, welcome to Aycorp Sports.
Well, Bobby, I'm just excited to be here. Thank you very much. To be able to be joining in tonight's broadcast and the opportunity to be a part of the Aycorp Sports team, it's just great. And then we've got what a matchup we've got going on. As you mentioned, it's got implications in Class 3 District 1 standings. The Bearcats sit alone at the top of the standings with a 6-0 record with 2 games left. Kennett, Park Hill Central, and Scott City are all 4-2. And on the season are close in the standings. Of course, Dexter now sitting on top of a 16-game winning streak since 2023, a regular season winning streak. And Kennett has come off a couple of tough games, and return of Coach Joe White, who's been in the coaching, for 40-plus years, is that right?
40-plus years, and 4 of those was previously at Kennett.
Okay, all right, so...
Yeah, Coach White was at Kennett from 2017 to 2020 is his coaching career there. And real quickly, Chuck, let's take a look at the both teams' schedules. Kennett first, they beat Portersville earlier this year, 37-12. They lost at Paragould, 42-28. That's a team I don't know much about because they're not in this area.
Right.
St. Genevieve, a very quality team. They have had state rankings. They lost to them 29-15. They were down early and then played that game tight late and trying to make a comeback. Also, they beat Kelly 26-18. They beat East Prairie 46-8. And last week they won in overtime 40-32 over New Madrid. When you look at the Bearcats, it's been a lot of wins. 61-0 over Malden, 39-24 over Sykeston, 36-20 over New Madrid. East Prairie is 50-16. Southern Boone, they won that 28-17. And Kelly 64-9. And the one thing we don't know either team, Kennett, they were battle tested against St. Genevieve and they lost that one 29-15. Dexter, we really don't know how well they've been battle tested tonight. Now, I still think they're a really good team, but I think the season starts tonight forward. You know, you don't look at the past anymore. It is what it is, but this is for also the SEMO Central title right here between Dexter and Kennett. So I think it's a big game, but we finally learned who Dexter is.
I think you're probably right. And I know knowing Coach Jamerson, Dexter's going to be well disciplined on both sides of the ball. And as you alluded to last week, I think it was the Turnbow young man that rushed for over 160 yards and had 2 touchdowns last week in that ball game.
Yeah, he was the SEMO Ball Player of the Week in the area. And, and speaking of that, let's get into these Dexter Bearcats. And tonight was senior night, so we're going to spend time focusing on these seniors and really kind of dive into, what they've been on this team, their contributions, and they've been big. And I don't think you can talk about the Dexter Bearcats and seniors if you don't start with Jason Hervorovich, quite possibly the leading player in the area for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he leads in tackles. He leads in concussions handed out probably. I mean, the kid's a hard hitter, hard-nosed player, and he also carries the rock for him in the backfield.
Yeah, I noticed that Jason had 79 tackles in 6 games. That's over 10 tackles individually each game, so he has got to be a horse on defense, and he's also the same thing, a workhorse on offense too.
Yeah, and then when you move on, Devin Turnbow, quite possibly, maybe the area's top talent, one of the top talents for sure in the area. And he has, he's a return guy. On offense, he carries the ball. Defensively, he's kind of a lockdown corner for them. So Devin has been very strong on the Dexter Bearcats group. And then we'll also look at Rhett Womble, from the defensive end spot, Chuck.
Another senior that plays very well from the defensive end, number 42 on the Bearcats.
Yeah, he has a lot of tackles in. I believe he's sitting around 7 or 8 sacks on the season. I'd have to look back at that again, but he has had a fine season coming out of that defensive end spot. I think his spot will be key tonight, and what Ty Jones does, as we talk about him later, is getting pressure on Jones.
Exactly. Then you've got, Jacob Huey and Logan Reed, who are leading this whole new offensive line this year for Dexter. So another couple of seniors that have played good ball.
Yeah, that's correct. And then Connor Hill and Houston Neely, Connor Hill has been hurt some this year coming out of that, but, what about those guys as well?
Connor and Houston Neely's leadership on and off the field, it's just been remarkable, both battling back, as you said, from some high ankle sprains and some other injuries, and Houston being at the end of last season, and how he has made an effect on the defensive end of this thing for them this year.
Yeah, and then Jackson Medler, we have watched him the last several weeks kicking the ball. Man, that kid can drill him, I can tell you.
Yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to see the young man kick, but I've always been intrigued with the kicking game because I was a kicker when I was in high school, so it's going to be fun to watch him.
Yeah, his nickname is affectionately called Boom Medler, so we may refer to him to Boom tonight instead of Jackson, but and then the last one, Landon Anderson, and he has had a big change in role, accepted a change in role, and he has anchored the other end of that defensive line for the Bearcats tonight.
Okay, and his maturity level to accept that leadership role from last year and his work ethic on the defensive line as well.
And the neat thing for these seniors right now are the last 2 years, they have not lost a game. They have been a part of a big run. They could be a part. Their senior year could cap the first time ever Dexter's going back-to-back undefeated seasons. What a feat that would be. They've got 3 more games to do that, but they've got a great opportunity in front of them. They've just got to finish.
They just got to start that out tonight, and who knows, it may come down to a kick by Mr. Boom.
It may very well. Also, let's look at the Kennett Indians. I had a chance to coach with Coach Wyatt before the game, and he come in tonight, and looking at what he had to do, he come in, this team had lost 15 straight games. So, and now they sit at 4-2. So these kids had to come in and change their mentality completely, and that's hard to do, come in.
You just got to work through that, and it comes from that coach to begin with, and building that morale up in these kids to wipe the slate clean from last year and the years before, and carrying on from there.
Yeah, and they are led by senior Ty Jones. He's a quarterback. He is sitting at 16 touchdowns this year, 2 interceptions. And when you talk to Coach Wyatt, he tells you, he never hits the highs and he never hits the lows. He's even-keeled. His teams respect him. His teammates do. They love to be around him. He's easy to coach. When I watched his face talking about the young man, he just glowed about him.
That's great.
And I can tell you, 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Dexter better get something on that guy because it shows he can take care of the football.
That's exactly right, and that's what they're going to need to do, both sides of the ball. Both these teams, it may come down to a turnover if nothing else going on.
Yeah, I think that's the battle we'll watch a lot tonight. Rhett Womble coming off the edge. Can he get pressure and cause interceptions, get sacks on Jones? Jones will be a fast, elusive guy, so that could cause problems in that Dexter team there. Remember, our quarterback similar to this. They struggled with a little bit with New Madrid. Very similar setup.
Okay, so that'll be an interesting to watch for sure. You know, you've got the other kid on Kennett, D. Anthony, who last week I think had 2 touchdown catches, picked off a pass, and I think he scored the touchdown that won the game in overtime. And then he killed New Madrid to come back with an interception to end the game.
He is a big one as well. Also defensively, Austin Gaddis, that's our leading tackler with 44 in the area. So he will be one to watch as well. Folks, tonight's referees on this game, referee is Rob Haupt, umpire Frank Killian, linesman Jimmy Smith, line judge Nate Watkins, and back judge is Brian Cato for tonight. Also, if you will notice, Dexter is wearing pink. It is their tackle for cancer tonight, and every touchdown they score tonight, there is a contributor. The business in towns will match those and contribute money to tackle cancer. So, really, that only means one thing for us. We want to see a lot of scoring for both teams.
Both teams put up some points. Exactly right.
Yeah, because we want to definitely see business in the area contribute to that tackle cancer. So if both teams scores, we got a fun team. There's a lot of money going to them, but it should be a great one. I tell you, 2 good coaches, and should be a great game here.
You talk about scoring. Dexter's averaging 46 points a game, and Kennett's averaging 32. So we'll see what that comes down to.
Looks like back deep for Kennett to receive. That is number 12, Cade Cunningham, and number 8, Sam Porterfield. Set to kickoff is Boom Medler. And Booms hits a line drive up the middle. It's going to be taken deep by number 18. That is Porterfield. He's going to bring it up now all the way across field and going to be run out of bounds, hit there by Turnbow at around the 15-yard line. So that's where Ty Jones and Kennett will get their first start of the evening. As we have opportunity as well, we will try to keep you updated on scores in the area of surrounding games. Several good ones going on, but this one will control the title of the SEMO Central Conference.
From the 15.
Kennett this year, they have miraculous comeback, fine job, and Ty Jones, as we said in the pregame, he's been a big part of it, Chuck.
Well, looks like they're going to have men watch split wide left and wide right.
Talking with Coach White before the game, he said they'll run a lot of different offensive sets. They'll go shotgun. They'll be under center. They'll be pro style with the fullback, tailback look. A lot of different coverages for the Bearcats to cover. There's the first play. That is a fake hand. Jones will roll out near side, and that is going to be dropped there, intended for number 88. That is Anthony Flakes.
Intended for number 88.
And right away there, Chuck,
there's
Womble's on him.
He was on him and distracted him just enough to miss it because he had a little bit of running room if he could have gotten around the end, but all for naught, incomplete pass.
Yeah, one of the key deals we said is keeping an eye on Rhett Womble tonight, and right away he's in on the action. Shotgun look again. Dexter really nobody in the middle of the field, so they're basically in a cover zero right here. Jones has his play. Here's a snap. He's going to look, gets it out quick, and that is a drop there intended for number 5. That is Anthony Hollywood.
Incomplete. Intended for number 5, Antonio Hollywood.
So 2 plays in a row there that they've had chances to complete in 2 drops.
2 drops, out of nervousness or what? It's not the weather. Just 2 drop passes, 1 on each side.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves for Kennett because this is the game they feel they want to come out and make a statement against Dexter. Dexter's 6-0 for an opportunity for them to make a statement, but they've got to start handling some passes.
Yeah, they're already starting out, as they say, a little bit behind the chains on a 10-yard on the 3rd down attempt.
Here's Jones to pass again. He looks, he's got a man, it's passed, and it's caught. That is number 12 there. He is taken down by Lovely and out of bounds for the first down. Cade Cunningham on the reception, and Kennett has a first down.
About an 18-yard pass completion.
And that one there, they just got a guy out in coverage wide open. It was a quick pass, really, to, just get up the field, stop, make the catch, and go.
Lovelady on the stop for the Bearcats. That completion good for Kennett.
When you get the ball out of their hands, Chuck, quickly, that negates Womble on the edge.
That's true. That's right. Now they're what, at the 36-yard line?
And ball at the 36. Jones has two, the bottom, one at the top. And here's a hand comes near side. That is Cunningham trying to look for room, and he is not going to leave much there. Up 2 yards on the play. Jackson Miller and also Baron Greer on the tackle.
Yeah, good pursuit down the line. He only picked up 1 yard on that play. Nice pursuit.
Second 9.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you try to string a play out east and west against Dexter, they generally do a very good job of covering. Kennett will huddle. They break and sit in a second 9. Again, shotgun look. Jones under center this time, not in the shotgun. Two tailbacks. Here's Jones, pitches outside. That is Cunningham. He's trying to get away, and there is...
Broke one tackle.
Miller pushes him out near the line of scrimmage.
Cat Cunningham, the ball carrier, brought down by number 1, Jackson Miller. Penalty flag on the play.
Illegal procedure against Kennett.
Against the Indians, 5-yard penalty.
So that will back them up 5, and they will replay it at second down.
Let's see what's...
Well, I was thinking they were back it up. I'm unsure what Jamerson wants to do here.
Yeah.
No, he said no. It's third down. So.
Make it 3rd and 9 and see what happens.
So declining the penalty, so he leaves it there, 3rd and 9.
Penalty decline, 3rd down.
So now Kennett finds himself again in a 3rd and long. Last time they had about an 18-yard pickup on a pass, and Dexter was surely tightening up their coverage here.
We'll break in the huddle now, coming to the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have to show.
Shotgun look for Jones. 3 to the bottom of the screen here, wideouts. Here's a play. Jones looks quick. So he's going to have to get it upfield, and he's taken down.
Oh, nice tackle.
That is Rhett Womble on the tackle.
Yeah, Womble grabbed him, and that was the end of that. Nice tackle by that young man.
So Womble gets his first tackle. That goes for a loss, so a sack on the play for Womble, and it's 4th down. And one of the most dangerous men in the area, Chuck, that is Devin Turnbow, stands just inside of his 30.
I've heard lots of good things about that young man, about his actions on offense and defense, as well as he's just a good young man in general.
There's a kick. It is short, and that bounces around the 40 and takes a Kennett bounce to the 38-yard line. So short kick, and that's where Dexter will take over here as Will Geatley will lead his offense out onto the team or on the field tonight. Geatley comes in. He is sitting at 34 for 54 this year with 628 yards. That's good for a 63% completion rate, 8 touchdowns and 4 interceptions on the season.
It looks like they're going to break a man wide to the right.
That is 10 into the top of the screen. Little different setup here on this play. That is Turnbow. Now you're back in the pistol behind Geatley. Here's the play. Turnbow, he's going to come near side, looks for room to run, and he's going to get to the edge, and good stiff arm. Another stiff arm, and then Kennett has to gang tackle.
Oh, my goodness. Look at all the Kennett players in on that tackle.
Turnbow takes that down to the 42.
Looks like Cunningham was in on the tackle as well as Ty Jones, number 2, I believe, but enough for a first down.
Hollywood credited with a tackle for the Indians. So big play for Dexter on first down. Look, they had a butched up there a little bit, Chuck.
They did. I thought they had him, and those 2 stiff arms just he just exploded with those. Tough to bring down.
Geatley now with Voice behind him. That's a turn to, that goes to actually.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
And that's a fumble there by Warnick. You caught it, Chuck. That is out, and let's see the signal. Kennett's pointing, and it is Kennett football.
Wow.
Try to get a look on the replay and see who punches that out there.
We'd like to thank our Bearcat Booster Club for all they do to support all of our student programs. If you would like to join
I think that may have just been lost on the hands.
I think he just lost it. He just didn't have control of it. Might have been looking to see where to break before he had the ball. But first break comes Kennett's way.
So Kennett takes over. Ball lies at the 47-yard or 42-yard line, of their own.
So the Bearcat defense is going to have to come back out and do it again.
Dexter stood tall earlier in their first defensive stand. 3 wideouts again to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Here is the play. That's up the middle for Cunningham. He is going to be hit and taken down, and that ball's out. Kennett recovers, it looks like, on the play.
Cad Cunningham, the ball carrier, brought down by number 4. Connor Hill was a fumble on the play.
Connor Hill looks to be the man to punch it out and recovered by Kennett, so they retain possession at the 47.
So it's what, 2nd down and 5?
Yes, 2nd and 5. We'll call that on the board. Kennett breaks, shotgun look again. Now Jones back under center. He's got a 1 tailback behind him. 2-by-2 set. Man in motion. There's a hand up the middle, and he is wrapped up.
Hit. Wow, what a hit.
That carry goes for number 4. That is Nick Fonda.
You know, Womble's one that made that happen, though. He hit him first and bounced him back the other direction.
Yeah, Womble key tonight as we sit in pregame, and he is making his presence felt. Now 3rd and looks like 6 to go maybe on the board now. Two by two set again for Jones. Well, they call it in so late for Dexter to try to make adjustments, and here's Jones. He'll stay in shotgun. And Kennett's going to have to burn their first time out of the night. We will take one as well. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery with Young Real Estate. A little paint or updated lighting could go a long way in boosting your home's value. Let's prep it for top dollar. We start today.
Welcome back to Dexter. Other games in the area going on tonight. Sykeston is at Jackson, St. Genevieve at Fredericktown, Portersville at Donovan, New Madrid at Malden, Valley at Park Hill Central. That will be a wonderful game. That Valley is ranked 2 in the state. That is a leader in Class 3 District 2, and also Park Hills, who Dexter plays next weekend in Class 3 District 1. So good battle there going on. Kelly at East Prairie, Scott City at Charleston, Hayti at Caruthersville, Poplar Bluff at West Plains, and Farmington at Cape Central, all going on tonight in the area. Kennett set here, 3rd and 6 to go for them. 3 wide to the top of the screen. Puts a man in motion, and that's fumbled. He gets it and throws it out over his head, and that ball is out of bounds. So tough to tell if that was a backwards pass or not, but does not matter. Out of bounds, and 4th we go.
Yeah, I almost thought it was a backwards pass. Very close. But it scooted out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, and no ability to challenge that, so Dexter takes that there, 4th down. And looks like Kennett will probably punt in this situation. That is Jones. He is back to the punt as well, and Turnbow stands near his 22-yard line. There's a kick away. It is decent kick, and it's going to get a Kennett roll again. So that is down at the 24-yard line is where Will Geatley and company will take over.
At the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 from there for the Bearcats.
So we'll see if everybody's jitters are out of their systems now after a couple of fumbles, and Kennett had 2. That's their 2nd punt, I guess.
Yeah, not a whole lot we saw out of Dexter there. 1 good run and then a fumble, and so this is essentially their first offensive series maybe coming up here. They didn't have the ball very long earlier. Dexter in their familiar wing tee, Turnbull to the top, Warnick to the bottom. Warnick in motion. He will clear play clock, plenty of time, down to 12 now. Ely resets. Here's a play pitched outside to Hrvojevic. He's got room to run now. He's going to try to get outside, and they catch him right there for maybe a gain of 1.
Jason Hrvojevic, the ball carrier.
Chuck a little late on cutting that ball up the field.
I think so. It looked like number 52 might have been in on the tackle for the Indians. That's what, Austin Gaddis, I believe.
Yeah, Austin Gaddis, that is their guy who has been their go-to for the tackler in the area for them. Dexter now only about a yard pickup on the play. Back to the wing tee set again. There's Turnbow in motion. That's going to be a hand inside of Hrvojevic. He goes upfield, nice gain, and he is taken down for a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Run down by number 44, Cruz Duffel.
Cruz Duffel in on the tackle for Kennett.
He's a sophomore. Good tackle.
So 3rd and 1 for Dexter. They've got a lot of weapons here to use. Hrvojevic, the bruising back, and Turnbow and Warnick, the speedsters. Dexter will check, and that is Hrvojevic now beside Geatley. Everybody in tight for Kennett. Here's a play, goes to Warnick. He tries to get outside, and he is caught there in a flag.
I believe we got a horse collar, maybe.
Yeah, horse collar or face mask, one or the other. We'll see. They were all over the call, so right in front of the official. Good luck at it. And that's a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask against the
Wow.
Indians.
So that's a 5-yarder, and that will, they're going to mark this one off 15. Last week we saw a lot of 5s, and this one's going to be 15, so automatic first.
Yeah, otherwise Dexter would be punting the ball right now.
Yeah, they were there just a little high with the hands on the tackle, and turns into a first down for Dexter here. Ely puts Turnbow in motion. He fakes it. He's going to pass. He lays that out in the air, and there's another penalty. Yeah, they took Warnick down on the play right there. So easy call there. That's going to be a pass interference and another first down for Dexter.
Yeah, I think Brown, number 11 for Kennett, got his feet tangled up with the receiver, and they threw the flag at him.
Sure did. I didn't see the initial trip and fall, but I did see him trying to get up. And, you know, then when the pass goes over and the flag comes out, very easy to see.
15-yard penalty.
So that's
first down for the Bearcats.
That is another 15-yarder, so that one's marked off as well, that large. 2 big penalties so far this round on Kennett. Dexter, 2 receivers down to the bottom. That is Turnbow in the wing tee. Pitch to Turnbow inside. Nowhere to run, and he's going to cut it outside. He's got room to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Give him 6. Touchdown, Dexter.
Touchdown, Dexter. David Turnbow takes it to the house.
Well, we're going to get the extra point first, and then we're going to come back and look at a replay on that deal and watch where Devin Turnbow gets in the middle of that and then escapes, as we will wait for Boone Medler here to knock this one through. What a play by Turnbow. He made that one all on his own. Waiting the snap. Here it is. It's down. And kick is low, but good. So Medler puts it through. Dexter's up 7-0. Folks, let's take another look at that replay if we can there on that touchdown by Turnbow. So we're going to take a look at, and he's already in there, so we got the last of it. So we didn't get the full of what we wanted, but we got the score. But nice play in there by Turnbow.
Yeah, I believe it was a 39-yard run, and he tried it off the right side, and he bounced off and turned around and had one man to beat, and he beat that man, and it was just a foot race to the end zone for the score.
Score updates in the area for you. Valley Catholic up 7-0 on Park Hill Central. Also, Caruthersville up on Hayti 7-0. And that's all I have early on in the evening, except for this one here. Dexter, the early lead on this one. Well, Chuck, so far the Dexter defense is about to be. They have forced Kennett into a lot of third and long situations offensively.
Yeah, and then that offensive drive they just had, 30 yards of it were on penalties.
Yeah, Kennett, that's one thing they'll have to tighten up because they had a chance to make Dexter punt there or put them in a 4th and 1 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Medler kicking. He does. Hard, low kick. That is going to be taken. That's fumbled by the up man there. He gets it picked up finally. That is Jones, and he's going to be taken down somewhere near the 16-yard line.
Ty Jones on the return for the Indians. Brought down by number 5, Baron Greer, alongside number 42, Rhett Womble.
Baron Greer and Rhett Womble in on that tackle for Dexter as they cover. So Kennett, a deep start on this one, Chuck.
Yeah, this is the worst starting position they've had here in the first quarter. On their first offensive set, most of it was by way of the air, and they had a couple of drop passes. We'll have to see what happens this series.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing you may see them try there. You know, they had opportunities, quick outs. I think you will probably see Kennett try to some of those quick outs and get some yards this series. 2-2 set here. Jones puts a man in motion there. Here is a hand that goes up the middle. That is a pickup of a couple on the play for number 4. That is Nick Fonda.
Nick Fonda, the ball carrier, brought down by number 44, Jason Hrvojevic.
Yeah, Hrvojevic made a nice tackle there.
And Hrvojevic, leading tackler on Dexter, and he's in on most all tackles, it seems like.
So look at that, a 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 it is on the board. Ball at the 19. Jones now sets. Dexter really making sure of their alignments on defense. They hustle down. Jones, he's back. He looks to pass. He's got time. He throws it over the middle, and it's picked off. Jackson Miller with a pick. He's going to go to the 20. He's going to go down to the 10. Hard hit. Wow. What a hit down at about the 3. Jackson Miller and Nick Fonda collide, but Miller, the big pick in the middle of the field.
Picked that off at the 40-yard line and took it back to the 5?
Yeah, but Miller's just sitting in center field right there, and he gets a good look at it.
Oh, there was a penalty against Kennett, but of course Dexter's going to decline that.
Unless it's late, we'll see. But he had a fantastic read on that. Miller just sat in the middle of the field, and receiver never saw the ball coming.
Yeah, they said it was a motion, so they declined it. They're at the 4-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, Dexter set up in a fantastic position, you know. And we talked about pressures, you know, the way Womble's played early in this game. There's the pick we talked about, and Dexter takes it all the way to the 4. Turnbow inside, near the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Dexter.
David Turnbow takes in for 6.
Wasn't going to be denied from 4 yards out.
Chuck, I think we're starting to learn a lot about Dexter right here. They're everything so far in this game that we've seen for the season. Medler for the point after. That is Neely will hold. Snap, hold, kick, good. Dexter up 14-0 here in the first. We're going to take a short break and be right back for the kick.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Welcome back, folks. Over on Bulldog Nation Network, you can join Philip Britt and Coach Lauren Kindler for a late season volleyball matchup on the Bulldog Nation host, and they are hosting the Kennett Indians. So volleyball action on one, football on the other, and Medler ready to kick off here.
Now, Bobby, this first quarter has not gone Kennett's way at all. They're down 14 points already.
Yeah, they are set again to have this, and Medler puts that in the air. It's going to be short of the end zone, and it is fumbled again, and it's struggled to pick up, and Dexter may be on the football. Lovelady near it. We'll see the call. Kennett recovers. Kennett recovers. That was almost another disaster here.
They haven't fielded a kick cleanly yet.
Yeah, they have struggled on the kick, and now if you're Dexter, you're not worried about the return. You're up 2 scores. You're going to try to put everything deep and put them in that situation.
Yeah, they haven't caught their passes, and they haven't handled the kicks very well at all.
Now that ball is at the 9, so they just had their worst starting field position of the game, and now they topped it with this one. Dexter has kept them in a 3rd and long quite often tonight. Kennett was set. Jones will be under center this time. Cunningham behind him. There's a man in motion. Here is the fake of the hand up the middle and goes nowhere on the play. Herborovich in on that stop.
Ken Cunningham, the ball carrier, brought down by number 44, Jason Herborovich, alongside number 5.
That is actually marked as a loss of 2 there, Chuck.
Back to what, 6-yard line or so? 7 maybe? I guess it's a 7-yard line. Did get a score update. Kelly's over East Prairie 14-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, Kelly looking for a little redemption after the thumping they took here last weekend from Dexter. Shotgun look now for Jones. Cunningham moves to his other side here. And there's a snap over his head, and that's going to go out of the back of the end zone. That is a safety. So as things couldn't get much worse for Kennett, they do.
Oh, my goodness. What a high snap that was, and it sailed. One or two bounces and went right through the end zone.
That is the 2nd time tonight they've had snap issues over the quarterback's head. So Dexter now with a 16-0 lead over Kennett.
And they're going to get the ball back.
Well, we said maybe tonight would be the night Dexter gets tested. There's been no test. I mean, Dexter has dominated in every way. And what they haven't dominated, Kennett has penalized themselves or had situations like that with fumbles.
And they shot themselves in the foot several times.
Other scores in the area right now, Jackson up 21-0 on Sykeston, wasting no time in that one. Valley Catholic and Park Hill Central, that is 13-13 in that game.
Oh.
Interesting set there is Valley Catholic, again ranked, I believe, number 2 in the state. Also, Caruthersville, they were up 7-6 on Hayti in that one.
That's almost like a crosstown rivalry.
Here is the kick. It is short, so Turnbow's going to have a chance. He picks it up at his 27. He looks for room. He goes up the middle with this. Now he breaks free up the middle and pushes on downfield, still pushing people off of him. He is up to about the 36-yard line of Kennett's.
David Turnbow on the return for the Bearcats, takes it across midfield.
Chuck, as good as he is with the football in his hands, if I'm Kennett, I'm probably just going to try to kick that thing out of bounds somewhere and live with the results.
Yeah, he brought it back 35 yards, and you could see the young man just surveying the field with his eyes as he was bringing the ball up, just took his time and just meandered right through the Kennett defenders at that point.
Yeah, Turnbow has been red hot on the season. He's definitely the guy. When you come in, you say, and talking to Coach White before the game, he didn't say Turnbow specifically, but he said, we've got to stop Dexter's run. And here's Herborovich up the middle. He rumbles down strong. He's going to get inside the 20, cuts back, down in the side of 10, and he's down, and touchdown, Dexter!
37 yards to the house.
Quick strike there, and right up the middle is Jason Herborovich. Dexter has dominated the first quarter. And I'm going to tell you that is fine blocking up front from the offensive line.
And young man speed's a little deceiving, too, to me, because he's a pretty good-sized young man. And he just flat outran a couple of those kids to the end zone. Sheer determination.
And really, I was more impressed by the cutback he had. Usually big guys don't cut, but he cut. Kennett now swaps out a player. Medler now to kick the extra point. Snap, kick, and good. So Dexter now, they will go up 23-0, and it's no good.
Yep, off to the right.
Well, my eyes deceive me. I thought it was good. It's no good, so it stays 22-0 Dexter in this one.
Rim Insurance, Dexter Transport, and Devin Busby from Farm Bureau.
Folks, we have a couple of, we're going to take a look at here at the run. Hrvojevic first. He's going to take and watch him as that play. He's going to start behind him, and he's just going to get the little run right there up the middle. Right through. Look at him go.
And then right here's where he just. And, you know, the Tenon kid, number 7 for Dexter, just was enough of a block there just by being there to let him break back to the right.
Yeah, getting away, make it happen. Folks, tonight on our crew, it is Bradley Hofford and Peyton Hartline, Trevor Fortner on the cameras, graphics, Tyler Lassiter. Switchboard is Brad Rupel, and photography tonight is Lydia Odell. There is a deep kick there. They let it go, and that is in the end zone for a touchback from Medler. So he takes out of his aggression on the extra point missed opportunity on that football for the touchback.
Tackling cancer with touchdowns, we have $900 raised.
I don't recall what you said the Jackson score was, but it's 28-0 in the first quarter.
So now 28-0. So that one rolls on. Jackson is a highly ranked team. You know, they've got a tough one. If they can make it all the way to state, they may run into Nixa there, and Nixa is a big-time school. And Nixa's expecting a state run as well, so could be a clash of titans there. 3:31 left in the first. Kennett football, Dexter all over them. Jones will be under center. I formation set. Here it is. Quick pass outside. That is caught. They get it upfield, and that is Jackson Miller on the tackle. Caught by Zane Franklin, number 3.
Zane Franklin brought down by number 1, Jackson Miller.
Pickup of about what?
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the play.
4 yards on the play. And Chuck, that's something that we saw earlier in the first series is trying to do and just drops, but that's Kennett. And they kind of got away from it a little bit there, and I think that's what they need to keep doing.
They're going to have to just go back to the basics and try to get this. You can't get all these points back at one time. They're just going to have to play their game and limit these turnovers.
Back under center is Jones. Dexter shifts man on the line. Here's a play. That is Jones. He rolls out. He's got pressure from Anderson, and he gets away from him. He's going to get upfield, throws it deep, and nobody home.
Touchdown's pass incomplete.
That was a miscommunication. Jones never told the receiver he wanted him to keep going deep. So Dexter now their familiar fight on third right here. I'm sure you can hear the music over the speakers, and Dexter is ready to take it to him. 3rd and 6 now. Ball at the 25. Jones now back under center, I formation set. There's a snap. That is a hand up the middle, and that goes nowhere. That is number 4, Nick Fonda on the carry.
Nick Fonda, the ball carrier.
I've got to ask Chuck, I'm a little surprised on the play call. I formation 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I don't know what they thought Dexter, because Dexter got that 4-man line, and they're just right there on top of him. I'm not sure what they were thinking either.
Yeah, and generally, I formation football is just kind of like, you know, Big Ten smash mouth football, run the ball up the middle type play on a 3rd and 6. Turnbow stands just beyond his 45. Jones to punt.
Much better snap.
And they run into the punter. That's going to be Kennett's football. That is going to happen. They absolutely leveled Ty Jones, and no doubt that is going to be a bad one.
Yeah, roughing the kicker.
Personal Bearcats.
So Dexter now, that they will take a 15-yarder on that, and Kennett is going to receive a good spot on that.
If it goes from the, let's see, from the 25, they'll bring it back out, what, about to 40?
If there's a personal foul, 15 yards, so that marches it up to the Kennett just short of the 40-yard line. So Kennett will reset. We'll see how Jones recovers from that, Chuck. He took a big hit. They will come to the line. Jones will be shotgun look now. 3 wide, or 2 wide at the bottom with a sniffer back in, 1 at the top. Here's a fumbled snap again, and there's Womble trying to get to him. A pass downfield, incomplete. Nobody home. The third struggled snap for Kennett tonight.
And then he's just in a hurry to get rid of the football, or the pressure that he's under.
Yeah, Dexter never saw the ball, nor Kennett on that pass. He was under pressure, and he felt the presence of Rhett Womble right there to his left. I can remember, Chuck, last year, Rhett Womble exploded on the scene as a reserve at the Malden game. I remember just calling that kid's name a ton toward the end, and he caught my eye then. He actually earned that starting linebacker spot late in the season, and he has been dominant this year. Here's a play that goes outside for Kennett, wrapped up there by Baron Greer. Carry is number 5, Antonio Hollywood, for no gain.
A good pursuit again right down the line by the Bearcats.
Yeah, that is playing their situation well. Greer just stays free with the outside shoulder, and he can move right down the line and then get on him. 3rd and 10 here for Kennett.
I can't remember if Kennett's had a first down after their first series. I think they picked up 1 first down, but that was it.
Yeah, that's the only one offensively. Others has been penalty-wise.
Yeah, penalties.
2-2 set here for Kennett. Cunningham beside Jones. Here it is. Jones has it. He's going to look to pass. He throws that little screen out there for Cunningham. He gets it up. He's near the first and has the first and out of bounds. So ball went out of bounds, but it does not matter. They get the first down, and Kennett moves the sticks.
Well, they got it into Dexter territory.
Well, great play call right there. Dexter's been aggressive on the edge right there from Womble and Greer. They come flooding that. Jones, throw it over the top for the screen.
Just kind of nullify that by doing that little screen pass.
Yeah, try to keep him honest right there. Great play call by Coach Wyatt. Kennett now has the ball at the Dexter 48. Clock is under a minute here in the first quarter. 2-2 set again for Kennett. Jones on the gun. And they're going to have to call their second timeout of the first half or first quarter here.
Yeah.
So timeout on the field. We're going to step aside as well. We will be back in 30.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
SEMO Sports Zone with Dave and Drew. Our podcast is back and better than ever. Every Monday, join Andrew Moore and David Jenkins for insight on local high school sports. Cunningham now to the right side of Jones. He's going to make a quick hand there, and that's going to go outside. They try to stretch it. He's going to pick up a couple there. Out of bounds is number 5. That is Antonio Hollywood on the play.
He ran a long way for a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, it is. You know, you think you can get the fastest man in the corner, but it is really hard to stretch these plays east and west. You got to get guys get out and pick up that initial block, and if they don't, it's going to stretch out to nothing. Kennett changes a few personnel there. They huddle. Ball just short of the 45. 2nd and about 7. Jones under center. A lot of shifts at the Dexter line, and we've got a penalty flag in the back. So that's a dead ball delay of game against Kennett.
5-yard penalty.
Well, they just had to use a timeout because they couldn't get the play in time, and now they had to take a delay of game on this.
And Dexter's defense didn't look like they knew what was coming. They were really shuffling on the line.
Yeah, it was late and they were shuffling. And if they see that, if Kennett can get a play quicker and get to the line fast on Dexter and snap it, they may be able to keep them out of defensive sets. Here's a man in motion. Jones now. He looks to pass. He's got Womble coming at him, and he's all over him. There's a pass downfield, and it is short, incomplete. I'm going to tell you, Red Womble is getting to know Ty Jones on a personal level.
Well, the pressure again, and he had nowhere to go with the ball.
So 3rd and 12 set for Kennett coming up here.
Looks like they may be going to go for it. They're huddling.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. They'll need something. Keep an eye on Womble. He's right here on your screen. Womble still at the bottom there. Here's Jones. He's going to pass. Getting pressure again from Dexter. Womble again right there, and it's picked off. That is Justice Lovelady with a pick, and Dexter another turnover. Credit Red Womble on that pick. The pressure come from the edge right there, and Lovelady able to step up and make that.
And another hurried pass.
We've got a timeout on the field, an injury just below us. We will let that get and take care of. But there's Dexter also. I think that was Baron Greer also pushing back. He had 2 guys under pressure there. Yeah, that was just a hit right there to the side on Kennett as he rolled out. Looks like he's okay up on his feet. That is number 3, Zane Franklin, on the injury, but he's up and moving well.
And I believe that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter.
And it does. So that is the end of the first. We will take a break and be back for more action for the second quarter.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Welcome back to Dexter. Chuck, one of the thoughts I had coming into this game about Dexter, I wanted to see answered as the season went along. Can they win the turnover battle consistently and convincingly? Tonight, they're winning. They're up 2-1. They fumbled one and lost it. But I can tell you, the way they're putting pressure on, fumbles are going to happen sometimes. But I'm more impressed by the quarterback pressures they're getting on the edge and the way the D-backs are reading that pressure and making picks.
That's exactly right. It's just the pressure's just unrelentless on the young man playing quarterback for Kennett. And that, in turn, lets those defenders, basically those last 2 picks, it was just as much a free ball for anybody.
Yeah, the defense has been outstanding for Dexter tonight. Offense back on the field. It's Geedley in the gun. Turnbow in motion. He takes the hand. He's going to make a cut and does. Blocker out front. Good job there, and he cuts back to the middle field. Nice pickup. Got a first down out of that. That was a really good block there by number 54 of the Bearcats. That was Tristan Petzel on that tackle, or the block rather. John Baker Brown on the tackle for Kennett on that play.
And Turnbow just, again, using those eyes in that direction. He just looks for an opening, and then he goes.
You know, and as Dexter gets more sets like this and looks, we're getting a lot more questions answered about that offensive line, too, the way they played against Kennett here. Here is Hrvojevic up the middle. He's going to get a couple. Pickup of about 2 on the play down to the 40.
Jason Hrvojevic, the ball carrier, picks up a couple on the play. Second down for Dexter.
So 2nd and 8 for the Bearcats.
I think that was Brown on the tackle for Kennett.
Brown now involved 2nd in a row for him. Dexter goes 2 wide. That is Warnick all the way to the top of the screen and 10 into the bottom. Turnbow still tucked in as a wing T there. Here's a play. Yeatley the pass. Throws that over the top. He's got a man, Warnick, and it is picked off. Picked off by Kennett. That is number 5, Antonio Hollywood on the play. He had just great position, inside position there on that play, and goes up and gets the football.
Pulled it in at the 10-yard line or maybe the 11.
I'm going to tell you, Chuck, that is a great play by Hollywood. He turns around and finds the ball very well. He sees the receiver look up and check, and Hollywood does a great play, just turns around, finds it, and makes it.
It makes it look easy. Well, Kennett probably needed that real bad.
They definitely needed that, so turnovers now back 2-2, and Kennett needed that one in the worst way. Jones now under center. Here is the hand. That goes to Cunningham, and he is wrapped up. That is Rhett Womble again on a play. I feel like a broken record saying Rhett Womble's name tonight.
He's been all over him.
That play goes for a loss of 2 on it. So 2nd and 12 now for Kennett. Other scoring area, Cape Central up 14-0 on Farmington. I'm surprised with that one. Farmington, a team state ranked again, and they've had a good season, but Cape Central up on them early. Jones, he's back to pass now. Screen play, and he gets it all and incomplete. We've got a flag. That may be coming back on Dexter. That may be a hold on that one.
Maybe Connor Hill had a little too close to contact. I think it was number 4.
That one may go against Kennett right there. That's ineligible receiver downfield against Kennett.
Ineligible man downfield against the Indians.
I thought initially the hold, because where the pass went was well away from the receiver there, and I thought maybe he got held on his route or bumped off the route.
That was what I saw also, but we're not wearing those stripes, so we'll let those guys make that call.
Yeah, so that goes against some ineligible. I did see the man beside him there. I just didn't know where he was at on the field, and that's why I initially thought, with a pass where it was. So Kennett now ball at the 5-yard line.
So they've got, 15 yards to go?
Yes, 2nd and 15. Jones in the gun. Here's a play. He's going to pass. He gets that out. It is up in the air and picked off. Justice Lovelady takes it down. Touchdown, Dexter. The pick 6, and Dexter's Justice Lovelady with his 2nd interception of the night.
Overshot the receiver, I think, just a little bit. And at the 20-yard line he picked it off, or the 30?
Yeah, that was deflected off the receiver's hands, up in the air, hung. And again, Dexter identifies there's pressure coming, so Jones has to deal with it, shoots that thing out, and there was Lovelady. Dexter is making a statement tonight, folks, 28-0. Make it 29. And we've got a flag on the play. We will see what that is. Conversation coming. Dexter's group is staying still, so I'm not sure what that is. They're going to come on off.
Still a lot of discussion.
Yeah, sometimes zebra talk is hard to translate.
Maybe they're trying to decide if the penalty gets enforced on the kickoff.
So personal foul. So that goes against Kennett. So it looks like personal foul against I'm guessing the kicker maybe.
Personal foul against the Indians. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Score updates. Jackson ahead of Sykeston 42-0. Valley Catholic over Park Hill Central 19-13. Crothersville Hayti still showing 7-6 on that one. Cape Central also showing 14-0 in their game over Farmington. All the updates I have at this moment.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten any more either.
Looks like Scott City 14-0 right now over Charleston. And Kelly still 14-0 up over East Prairie. My friend Kevin Pritchett sent those scores over to me as he's keeping up with some scores in the area. There is Medler, booms one there. You don't give him a few extra yards to kick because he's going to put it out of the back of the end zone that time.
He was kicking it from the 45, so.
So Kennett will start that from their own 20-yard line now, and I don't know that they are completely in the grave, but boy, I think they've got both feet inside of it right now. I mean, they're standing in it.
Yeah, I know this isn't obviously the kind of game they thought they were going to play coming into this thing.
Yeah, no doubt that they've got to be disappointed, but you can't give Dexter's defense enough credit tonight.
Well, they played very well from the defensive backs to the linebackers.
Jones puts a man in motion. He's going to hand that inside to Cunningham. Or no, that is Nick Fonda, rather, nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage. Caden Hart on that tackle. Connor Hill also in there. Second and 10 now. And boy, you just see Kennett has been slow on and off tonight. Play clock already at 17, and they haven't even huddled yet. It will be an issue. Here they break. Slowly break. The play clock already under 10 now. Snapped at 2. There's a pitch outside, and Dexter's there. They're going to cover. Whoa, what? There it is. Yeah, they're going to get Jackson Miller there for slamming him to the ground. Well covered out there. Womble did his job. He forced him that way. Miller did his job, and both of them converged, and Miller is going to get the personal foul.
Personal foul against the Bearcats.
Yeah, they had him wrapped up. There wasn't any blockers out there for the young man.
First down for the Indians.
That is going to be another first down for Kennett on yardage there on 15, but Dexter had the play covered up well. Kennett again will huddle. There's the play clock start, so it rolls, and Kennett still getting plays in. Here is Jones in the huddle. They break. Chuck, as much as Dexter moves their defense around, just like they're doing there, if Kennett rushes to the line of scrimmage, I think that's going to speed up Dexter maybe out of position.
They need to come up with something. There's something there.
There it is. Jones, the direction up the middle, and he runs it. He's trying to get the blocker and does out front. Cuts it back inside. Big hit there, and they still struggle to get him down and do. So Jones, a nice pickup of about 14 on that play.
Good for a Kennett first down.
There's a flag at the 29-yard line.
Oh, wow.
False start against the Indians.
False start, and it comes back. I'm going to tell you how frustrating for Kennett. You get a big play like that, you build just a little bit, and then it comes back.
Yeah, he ran for almost, 20 yards. Now it's got to come back just from an illegal shift or whatever they said it was. It's a 5-yard penalty either way.
Yeah, I didn't see anything unless it was a motion there. He may have been rounding the route instead of staying parallel or coming set. I'm not sure.
And it was the line judge on the forward side?
So Kennett now back that up 5. So 1st and 15. Jones has Cunningham to his right. Here's the snap. He'll roll out. He'll pass. Short pass and dropped. That was intended for number 1, Demarius Anthony.
2nd down for Kennett.
Young man was open, Bobby.
Yeah, that has been one of our big targets on the year and just dropped the football. So 2nd and 15 it is. And when you when you make a drop, you negate your first down. That puts you in passing situations now. 2nd and 15, and and you're down 29-0.
Yeah, they're behind the chains, as they say. They 2nd down in a long way.
So Kennett to the line now. Cunningham to the left.
They've had to take their last time out.
Boy, just tough, Scott. Chuck, just tough.
Yeah.
So timeout. We will step aside as well. It's Dexter 29, Kennett nothing.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome back to Dexter. It has been a Dexter kind of night here on senior night. That they have done pretty much whatever they wanted to on offense and defense tonight, Chuck.
Yeah, the Dexter's defense has really impressed me. They have really played well. They've adjusted well. And whether it's the line or the linebackers or the deep backs, and whether they picked off 2 passes.
Yeah, 3 tonight. They've had 2 by Lovelady and 1 by Miller. 2nd and 15 for the Indians. Jones in the quarterback. They sure do take a lot of time getting plays set and called in. Here's Jones. Quick pitch outside, and it is incomplete. That short hops the intended receiver, number 1, Anthony.
Incomplete. 3rd down for the Indians.
A night so far full of frustrations, and there's still 8:12 to go here in the second. Kennett again takes their time. Play clock already down to 17 there. They've got a break, and they do.
They're very slow out of the huddle.
And they're still waiting. Play clock now under 5. And they barely got that off. Pass outside. It's caught by Anthony that time. He's got room down to the 40. Foot race up to the 50, and taken down there is Miller got him, and also Neely on the play. Big pickup, and Jackson Miller is down on the play over here on the sideline.
About a 35-yard pickup.
Yeah, we're going to get to see here if he does anything. He's just kind of sitting there now. They roll him over to his back. We're going to step aside as well here really quickly as they take a look at him, and we'll be back. Nope, we're going to stay live. I think he's getting up. Can't really you see him right down at the corner of the screen. I really don't. There, he's up.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay here. He is up and off the field. Kennett responds, and a large first down tonight. Biggest of the night, I believe.
I think you're right. They want it to Dexter 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's Dexter 41. And, that's what we talked about earlier, Chuck. Get it out quick. Let your playmakers do what they do. Get it out. And take that pass rush of Dexter off the field.
Right.
So Kennett will reset play clock again all the way down to 17 here. Ty Jones does take a look back at it. He will be under center. Puts his man in motion there. That is Anthony. Here's the snap, and that is Jones up the middle, nowhere to go.
Nowhere.
Well, he got wrapped up quick. I think that is Hrvojević in there on him, so
helping him up.
No gain on the play.
Ty Jones kept it himself, brought down by number 52, Kate Hart. Second 10 for the Indians.
Yeah, they had Caden Hart credited on that, but I had Hrvojević around the ankles. Kennett now, they seem to break a little quicker possibly on that. Jones will be back under center again. Struggling to get set again. That play clock is now down to 5. They've got to hurry. And they're not going to barely get it off. No. 1 second. Hrvojević up the middle, and he put a hit on him. There's a pass over his head. Jason Hrvojević, a clean hit on Ty Jones up the middle.
And he's still feeling it. Jones is shaking a little bit.
Yeah, that is a good play by Hrvojević. Just a linebacker blitz up the middle. He's shaking up on that one. He took a hit, but he stays in the game. I'm telling you, that was a hit and a half. They break, they'll split receivers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Here's Jones, he looks, gonna get that out. That is caught there by number 3. Really only pickup of 1 though, that is Zane Franklin on the reception. And he is shaking up on the play, slow to get up.
And that's Mr. Hrvojević with a tackle.
Penalty flag on the play.
Flag on the play, we will wait to see what that is called in. Personal foul against Dexter.
Personal foul against the Bearcats.
So that will be good for 15 and a Kennett Indian first down on the play.
Timeout, Dexter.
And we've got a timeout by the Bearcats here, so we're going to step aside. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports. Welcome back to Dexter as they have dominated this one. 29-0 right now over Kennett. Jackson up 49-0 on Sykeston. Also in the area, St. Genevieve up 21-0 on Fredericktown. Park Hill Central leads 20-19 over Valley Catholic. Farmington now come back. They are up 21-14 over Cape Central. And no change in the Crothersville. West Plains up 13-6 on Poplar Bluff in that one. And that is all I have in the area. Kennett on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's going to run it up the middle and gets hit there, and that is Hrvojević in there again. No, actually, that is Connor Hill. Excuse me.
Number 4.
Number 4, Connor Hill. Second down for the Indians.
Chuck, I really haven't been able to talk about H&H much this year. Construction, because, you know, they get in there. I gave them that name because they just get in there and do work. Hill had the high ankle sprain, and he had been out there for several games, but he is making a good presence felt tonight. He's been on several tackles.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to the 4 down linemen for the Dexter defense. They have played very well, as have the rest of the young men.
Yeah, they have up front 2nd and 10 here for the Indians. Jones, he'll roll right, looks, passes it out, and it's caught there. That is Anthony. He is down inside the 15 to the 12, I believe.
Give him a first down. Should.
Ty Jones pass complete to number 1, D. Anthony.
So for the first time tonight, Kennett is threatening Dexter right here for a score.
In the red zone, aren't they?
Greer on the stop for the Bearcats.
Yeah, really a personal foul has kind of led them to that situation. That was a 15-yarder and pushed them down the field. Jackson Miller, by note, is back on the field. He is recovered from whatever hit he had here on the sideline. 2-2 set for the Indians. Here's Jones. He's going to roll, pitches that outside. That is Fonda, and he is stood up by the Bearcats. That is going to be a loss of 2 on the play, I believe.
Boy, Dexter read that extremely well. They had 3 defenders ready to make that tackle.
Dexter seems to be playing anything on the outside very well. They are very strong than they have been. You know, last year was the same deal. And, you know, credit Coach Lunica for the prep he does on defense throughout the week. And then when you come game time, you know, he has his players ready to play every week. Here is Jones looking to pass. He does. It is incomplete, intended for Anthony. Good
Jones
coverage
pass,
on the play by the Bearcats.
Third down for the Indians.
3rd and 12.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. So what once went from a promising threat is now a 3rd and 12. Ball at the 14, so they can get a first down without a touchdown.
Jackson's on top of Sykeston at the half, 49-0.
Yeah, that machine just keeps on rolling right there.
Kelly's up on East Prairie at the half, 21-0.
Jones has his team set. 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. He'll roll left. He looks, goes to the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. So 4th down and decision time here for Kennett, and I've got to believe they're going to go for this.
Yeah, I would think so. I'm not sure what kind of kicker they have, but they've got to have 7. 3's not going to help a lot.
So yeah, he's talking to his quarterback here, and I'm sure they're going for this. 4th and 12 from the 14.
Make some noise, Dexter!
Here it is. They'll go 1 wide to the bottom, 2 to the top. Sniffer back inside with the running back beside Jones. Here's Jones to pass. He'll look. He looks again. Nowhere really to go, and he's taken down. Rhett Womble with the sack.
Womble got him.
Jones brought down behind the line by number 42, the senior, Rhett Womble. To the rundowns, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
That was a loss of a couple.
Loss of a couple. So of note, Rhett Womble, I'm going to say that's going to be 2 sacks for him this game. That puts him at 9, I believe. He may have 10 on the season. Last year, Nolan Alford had 16.5, and Womble's going to threaten. He's got 2 more games to go, and then they will surely have some games in districts. I'm projecting right now, I think Dexter's a favorite to win this district, so he's got, if he does that, that's 4 games, and they'll be moving on to a 5th one, so he's got some time to catch him. Turnbow, he tries to bounce it outside, and he is going to be taken down at the 24-yard line.
Devin Turnbow, the ball carrier.
Rugged 4.5-yard pickup.
Yeah, and if Womble has 2 this game already, we haven't made it to the half yet. He's going to have a chance after halftime to actually try to run down that number even more.
Oh.
Now, keep in mind, too, those kind of numbers won't offer the first team All-State. I'm telling you, Womble is staring at it as well. If he keeps these numbers up, he's going to have a very good chance to be an All-Stater this year.
Sounds like it.
Here's the hand up the middle. Herborovich fighting around. He's going to push forward for several on the play. There's a flag on the play, so guessing that may be a face mask as Herborovich has the first down if it stands.
Yeah,
Jason Herborovich, the ball carrier. Penalty flag on the play.
And you know, I gave you those numbers earlier just to show you the comparison of how good of a season Womble was having. And, you know, you want to see him have a game like that against Kennett because as the competition should be getting tougher down the stretch here, and he's playing at that level, man, that's awful good.
For assisting the runner.
So that's actually assisting the runner, so that's against Dexter right there. So similar to what the tush push is, you know, you can't get behind and push. Yeah, you can't grab him and pull there in high school. So that backs him up. So ball lies just beyond the 20-yard line.
About 8 yards to go.
2nd and a long 8. Wing T formation. There is the double hand. That is Warnick. He tries to get upfield. Not much there. He is stuck and stopped. Trying to see, I think number 52 in on that
Lexington
tackle.
White on the carry for the Bearcats.
That is Austin Gaddis.
Brought down by number 11, John Baker Brown.
Also involved, number 11, John Baker Brown of the Indians. So Dexter now with the offense faces our first third down. It's 3rd and, I believe, 5. Geatley has Hervorvich beside him. They'll reset here. That is 10 all the way to the top of the screen, and then Warnick in the slot. And looks like Jamerson was uncomfortable with the play. He takes a timeout, and we will step aside as well from Dexter.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
We are back here in Dexter as they lead this one before the half. 2:51 left on the clock, up 29-0. And they are sitting in a 3rd and 5.
Dexter hasn't had many plays like this. They haven't had to worry too much about it.
I can't remember Dexter being in a 3rd down tonight. They may have been in one early, but if it is, it'd be their 2nd. So they are back to the familiar wing T setup. That is Hervorvich in the pistol behind Geatley. Here's a play, goes inside to Turnbow. He's going to get it upfield. Turnbow breaks free to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. We will see you later. Touchdown, Dexter.
To the house for what? 75 yards on the run?
Forget that 3rd and 5. That's a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
One of the most explosive players in the area, Devin Turnbow, takes it to the house, 75 yards.
Just right up the middle, wasn't it?
Turnbow had no problem. Once he broke free, nobody's going to catch him. I mean, he got the open field and was gone. I'm going to tell you, a fun player to watch. Good kid as well. Medler awaits. Here it is. He kicks. It is up, and it is good.
Medler's point after attempt.
So now Dexter up 36-0. 2:39 left here in a dominant fashion of football.
That was Turnbow's 3rd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, Turnbow right here on the screen.
Now what happens to the safeties? They got pulled.
Well, they waited.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, they wait. There's a hesitation, and Turnbow didn't hesitate.
Yeah. No. Wow. And when he saw the end zone, there wasn't anybody going to stop him.
Well, senior night has been nothing but an enjoyment for Dexter, and the pocketbooks here in Dexter have opened on Tackle Cancer Night.
Yeah.
A lot of scoring for the Bearcats, and they have shown no way of checking up, and I would assume second half, I would assume they're going to keep that foot on the pedal as well here, Chuck.
I would think, boy, nice kickoff. Wow.
Medler gets that deep. That is taken. There is a double hand. Boy, just I really don't understand that. That was given to Cunningham. That's a lot of wasted energy and time you could be getting the football up the field.
And it fooled absolutely no one.
Brought down number 2, Justice Lovelady.
Lovelady on that tackle for the Bearcats, and that's one. If it's in my playbook, it's not anymore after tonight. That just did not work well.
And I think they actually lost yardage after the turn, after they tried to do the reverse. So they're what, if they're 15-yard line?
Yeah, it looks like they spot him at the 14. They've got 2:31 to work with here in a second. 3 wide at the bottom, 1 at the top. That is Cunningham beside his quarterback. Kennett will take that under 7-6 now on the play clock. All the way down to 3, and they snap it at 2. Quick pass outside. That is caught there. Number 5 on the play. He gets it upfield to the 25-yard line. On the reception is Anthony Hollywood for the Indians.
Antonio Hollywood. Brought down by number 5, Baron Greer.
Baron Greer on the tackle for the Bearcats.
That completion, good for a Kennett first down.
So again, quick pass out, first down Kennett.
They just haven't been able to sustain it all the way down the field.
And if I'm Kennett, I'm seeing that success. I'm going to go quick, and then hit you deep. Bring Dexter in a little tighter coverage, try to cut that off. Kennett now empty backfield. 3 the top, 2 the bottom.
There's a delay of game.
Boy, you get a big pickup, and then you back yourself up 5.
Delay game against the Indians.
If I'm Kennett and I'm walking out of here tonight, Chuck, the number one thing on my mind is I've got to get quicker calling plays in, and I've got to be more efficient.
Yeah, they're slow to get in the huddle, slow to get the play called, and then they're slow to snap it once they get to the line.
Well, and when they break the huddle, it's a slow jog out everywhere. You know, it's not a sense of urgency. Hey, we've got to be quicker and get this going. It's just, you know, no sense of urgency on the play. Here's Jones, empty backfield again. It's going to be quick. It is caught there by Cunningham. He tries to get outside. Turnbow, nice play there, push him out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
To number 12, Cat Cunningham.
That is still short of the original line of scrimmage, so a pickup of 3 on the play. Now, if you didn't have the 5 yards delay of game, that's now a 2nd and 7.
Much more manageable.
Yeah, and you can do that again and make it a 3rd and 3 maybe, and then get your first down, but still playing behind the sticks here. Cunningham now to the left of Jones, and they're trying to reset. Here it is, Jones out quick. That is going to be caught upfield and pick up of about 3 on the play. So that is Zane Franklin on the catch.
And again, pursuit from Dexter is really good.
3rd down for the Indians.
So now it's going to be a 3rd and 8. So a pickup there. Look, you're right at first down yardage without the delay of game. Could be in a 3rd and 3 instead, 3rd and 8 here. 2-by-2 sets, stacked receivers, both top and bottom of the screen. Likely, I'm going to say a wide receiver screen was stacked like this. Here's it is. Jones looks. He gets the screen out there. Yep. There it is. That's caught by Hollywood out of bounds. I'm sorry, Anthony on reception.
D. Anthony. Ran out of bounds by number 1, Jackson Miller.
He is short of the first. So looks like about a 4th and a long 4 to 5 on the play for the Indians. Board has it 4th and 4. And they're going to punt this away, so nobody back deep for Dexter to receive this. Now Medler will back up. Jones kicks that. It's a short kick. Checks up at about the 45, gets a row 4 down to the 40. So Dexter will take over at the 39-yard line. And that's where it is down. So they're up 36-0 with 21 seconds left before the half. We'll see what they do. Before we go to half, St. Genevieve up 21-7 over Fredericktown. Valley down to Park Hill Central 20-19. Farmington up 21-14 over Cape Central. West Plains up 13-6 over Bluff, and 7-6 still are showing Hayti and Clothersville. That is still showing first quarter, so may have changed.
Well, I've got Portageville 39, Donovan 7 at the half.
Now, Portageville's putting together a nice season so far this year. I really didn't know much about them coming in, but they've done well. Empty backfield for Geatley. He's going to pass. He looks. He's going to run away from a man, and he's just going to have to tuck it and run, pick up a 1 on the play. Tackle made by number 8, Elijah Covington.
2nd down.
2nd and 9, and looks like Dexter may take that to the half here.
I think you're right, Bobby. I believe they're going to pack it in and be happy with their first half of play.
And they do. So it is halftime here in Dexter. It is the Bearcats 36, the Kennett Indians nothing. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
Hi, I'm Sarah Demery. Ready to fall in love with your next home? This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,440 square foot home sits on over an acre with stunning views of Fairway 13 at Hidden Trails Country Club. Let's open the door to your next chapter.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Hi, I'm Sarah Demery with Young Real Estate. A little paint or updated lighting could go a long way in boosting your home's value. Let's prep it for top dollar. We start today.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, it sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition. Proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery. Ready to fall in love with your next home? This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,440 square foot home sits on over an acre with stunning views of Fairway 13 at Hidden Trails Country Club. Let's open the door to your next chapter.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery with Young Real Estate. A little paint or updated lighting could go a long way in boosting your home's value. Let's prep it for top dollar. We start today.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery. Ready to fall in love with your next home? This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,440 square foot home sits on over an acre with stunning views of Fairway 13 at Hidden Trails Country Club. Let's open the door to your next chapter.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Hi, I'm Saren Demery with Young Real Estate. A little paint or updated lighting could go a long way in boosting your home's value. Let's prep it for top dollar. We start today.
We're not saying we'll bubble wrap your money, but we do protect it like family. At First State Bank and Trust, your money is safe with us. First State Bank and Trust.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Hey, Big Chief. I know you're used to spending Christmas with one of us, but this year you get to spend Christmas with both of us.
You know, we just want to spend our special days with you. You understand, right?
Well, I mean, everything's so different this year, but I mean, it sounds like I'm getting 2 Christmases. Oh wait, does that mean I have to make double the graphics this year?
Yep, good luck.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology, so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready, set, let's go. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up, going all the way up. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I've been on the way up cause I know I'm popping. Hits, no misses. Clean up like the dishes. Ain't no point telling me to stop cause I won't listen. Every level got a new devil. I'ma give them hell cause I'm leveling up. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level, leveling up.
Welcome back to Dexter as we are in the 3-minute warm-up time here before we start the third quarter. And Chuck, it's been all Dexter tonight.
Oh boy, it has just been something else. It's been fun to watch the Dexter ball club. I'm sure Kennett hadn't enjoyed it. They just made a lot of mistakes, and Dexter's capitalized on almost every one of them, I guess.
Good. And we're going to start talking about the defensive side first. I think the defense has really, really shined tonight. Brett Womble, the pressure he has caused off the edge right there, you know, he has been in the hip pocket and had 2 sacks that I know of here in the first half. And then the way they've read the ball in the backfield from the pressures, and they've gotten, I believe, 3 interceptions tonight in the first half.
3 picks, and they've been in pursuit. The quarterback has not been comfortable at all for Kennett, just because of the pressure that they put on him, and he's had to throw a lot of passes that he probably shouldn't have and wished he could have waited, but he just had to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, the Dexter's interceptions, too, you know, those are not small gains. They've taken one back, I believe, about 30 yards, one almost a touchdown, then one for 20 yards. That was for the touchdown of Loveladies.
Lovelady made it, yeah.
And the other one not as far, maybe about a 10-yard gain, but, you know, they've really been sharp there. Just about anything you name. Devin Turnbow, he has shown his athletic ability again. Only thing he hadn't really been able to show it off much on is kickoffs and punt returns, and namely because they just don't give him the long punt to a good punt to handle to get a return on. But, man, he has shown the burst of speed tonight as he has been some kind of good.
You know, his first score was that 39-yard touchdown run. Then, of course, a fumble or something that Kennett had later, and he scored on that 4-yard touchdown run. And then, of course, the last one, with 2 minutes to go in the half, they're about 75 yards right up the middle for his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, you know, he is upping his ante. Talking about some of the things you can look at as, you know, award season would roll around late this year. The way Jamerson shares the football on offense, it's really tough for any single player, I think, to get that Offensive Player of the Year award. But, man, he is quickly climbing a lot of charts the way he is running the football right now. And he's doing it really on limited amount of carries. If you look at his yards per carry, I think that's going to be way up there. We'll know the stats, you know, midweek next week on that. But Man, his stats have been phenomenal coming in on yards per carry.
Yeah, I think you're referring to that. I think last week when they played Kelly, he had only 8 carries for 161 yards.
And he just flat gets it done. And I think we've got some numbers here maybe on him. Coming into this game, he was averaging 10.6 yards per carry. For the most part, anybody with any relevance carrying the football for Dexter, he's the only person above 10, and that number has gone up tonight. He hasn't had a whole bunch of touches, but he has racked up the yardage on it.
And a very smart runner. He just surveys what's in front of him and reacts to that. He's impressed me tonight.
Yeah, very good physical talent. Before we start the third, a couple of scores. Jackson up 62-0 in the third over Sykeston. St. Genevieve 27-7 over Fredericktown. That's at the half. Kelly up 33-0 over East Prairie. West Plains still, that shows 13-6 at the half over Bluff and Central, and Valley Catholic right now 20-19. It shows second quarter, so no update in a while. Farmington now up 28-14 over Cape Central, and no change in my score on the Haytide-Crothersville game. That's a short kick there. Turnbow will field that at his 13. And here he comes near side, cuts back up the middle and up to about the 29-yard line is Turnbow.
Turnbow on the return for the Bearcats takes it to about the 29.
So that's where Geatley and company will take over as we start this third quarter here.
I believe Covington made the tackle on the kickoff.
John Baker Brown on the stop.
Nice crowd on hand tonight. Dexter's come out very well. I've seen a lot of people from Kennett also.
Yeah, and we commented last week on that, the last 2 years, Dexter has packed the stands. And when you're playing good football and you're winning like this, those crowds have stayed steady for 2 years in a row now, all the way through the season. I mean, the fan support and the town here, Dexter is lively on that. There is Hrborovich up. He's going to push first down yardage and has it as he takes the first hit of the third here up for good yards. Also, another score I had was that is Scott City is up 21-0 over Charleston in that game. So Dexter picks up right where they left off, first down on the first play of the third.
Yeah, nice run over on the left-hand side for about 13 or 14 yards.
And they will reset again. Receiver to the top and bottom there. Would not be surprised to see Dexter try to make a pass. They have not thrown it much. Here it is. Geatley's going to get that out quickly. That is Warnick up. He has passed the 50 and up past the 45 now, down at the 44-yard line of Kennett. That is number 5 on the tackle for Kennett, Antonio Hollywood.
So that's 2 offensive plays and 2 first and 10s.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ashamed to say that I had this a closer game. I thought 35-21. I was thinking, I thought the speed of Kennett would give him a little push there, but, boy, was I wrong on that one. Hrborovich up the field and down past the 35 now. Another first down.
The ball carrier, brought down by number 1.
3 plays, 3 first downs to start the third.
Yeah, Anthony on the tackle that time, and 3 plays, and as you say, 3 first and 10s.
Dexter continues to march forward, and Kennett's really had no answers for him. They've had him in 1 third down, then over 3rd and 6, and that's when Turnbow went for 75 yards, and really just no answer for the offense that the Bearcats have brought at him this evening. Here's Geatley to pass again. He surveys. He looks across the middle. That is caught there. Good catch by Warnick there. Down to the 25-yard line.
He threw a rock at that time, too. He picked him out, and he threw that ball just on a straight line.
Alongside Cad Cunningham. Second down for the Bearcats.
So second down here for Dexter. 2nd and 1. Dexter breaks there. They'll go back to the wing T set, 10 into the top. Here's a play. That's going to be a flag on the play. I think that may come back. Warnick cuts it back inside. Now he's going to go all the way to the outside, taken down at the 12-yard line. We will check the flag here at the near side. That's going to go against Dexter. Looks like a illegal shift.
Illegal formation against the Bearcats.
Nullifies a nice run.
So that will back them up 5. So it looks to be a 2nd and 6 now for the Bearcats. They break huddle here and come out still in the wing T formation. There's a play inside pitch to Turnbow. He has room to run to the outside, breaks it all the way out, and he's going to go. Another touchdown for Devin Turnbow. We would all like to know, Devin, if the world was mine, what would you do? He has been electric tonight.
$1,700 donated to 18 for Life.
And that was a 30-yard run.
Another 30.
And once he gets past the line of scrimmage, it just seems like there's no stopping him. He's really fluid.
That touchdown run has built $1,700 donated to 18 for Life. If you don't know what that is, folks, it's been around a while. A great cause here in Dexter, and it raises money for families with cancer. And those checks are handed out to folks. It's a wonderful cause. Unnoticed. These people do not have to ask for much help. Nothing in return on this. Just hand them out and support them through the battle of cancer. So a wonderful deal they have going on there as Dexter runs that lead up to now 43-0, 8:01 left in the third.
4-minute drive.
And that's something Dexter hasn't done tonight. So, and I think that's important too. We've talked about success, but now you're showing you can control clock a little bit. They got first down, touchdown. They struck quick and hard tonight, and then you show a 4-minute drive. So, that's taking a little bit of time off the clock, and those are things they're going to need to be able to show and do as they still progress through a season, get into districts, and try to go beyond districts.
Right.
So Jackson Boone Medler will kick this off, ball at the 40, and Kennett that is Cunningham, number 12, and I think that's number 5 maybe at the far side of the screen. That is going to be number 5 there, and he's fumbled the kickoff again, picks it up, trying to get upfield, and does around the 20-yard line is where he will go down. That is Antonio Hollywood on the return.
Antonio Hollywood on the return for the Indians.
And I believe Wama was in on the tackle.
I'll tell you, once the ball flips over the defensive side on returns, punts, whatever he can do, Wamble doesn't like to come off the field, does he?
I think he likes to hit people.
Indians start their drive at the 20.
So the drive will start just beyond the 20-yard line. Jones has Cunningham, looks, I believe, to the side of him. That is Hollywood in motion. Here is Jones. He's going to roll away from Wombo this time, and it's picked off. Baron Greer with a pick. Defensive end, Baron Greer all the way down inside the 10-yard line. What a play for Dexter.
Wow.
We will see if we can get the replay on that and get an identification on Greer out there. So he's going to be out here on the edge, I believe. Yeah, he reads and drops. Good job by Greer.
Oh, yeah.
Great job by Greer. I believe that runs a total to 4 interceptions tonight for Dexter. Credit Dexter that they brought pressure all night long like that, and then dropping Baron Greer, a defensive end on that play. Here's the play up the middle. Hovorovic, he pushes forward down to about the, we'll call it the 3-yard line for our guess.
The ball carrier, brought down by number 50, Montavious Flakes.
That is number 50, Montavious Flakes on the tackle for Kennett. Ball on the 3, so Dexter will take it from there. Pistol formation for the Bearcats with Hrvorovich behind Geatley. Here it is, hand inside goes, and Hrvorovich is in. Touchdown, Dexter.
Don't think anybody touched him.
Jason Hrvorovich takes it in for the score.
Any questions about Dexter tonight can be easily solved and answered. Any critics and everyone can say now, this Bearcat team is for real.
I believe they have answered a lot of questions if there were any of them out there.
Well, and, this was a game we thought, they maybe challenged defensively some, but they have not checked up at all there. Their defense has responded in amazing fashion, and the offense has moved the ball extremely well. Kick is up, and it is good by Medler again as he booms that through.
We are now up to $1,900 donated to 18 for Life. Thanks, Brim Insurance, Bearcat Transportation.
So Dexter leads this one 50-0. 5:27 left here in the third. Folks, next week we roll into Cape Girardeau. We have Live for Life. Dexter knows that name well. They roll into town, and they will take on Cape Central there. We come live on that one, go on air somewhere around 8 minutes before the game, pregame, and then the game will kick off at 7. Big matchup for the Dexter fans. That's the Bearcats travel to Park Hills next weekend and take on the Park Hill Rebels, and that'll be one, again, we're going to say it's going to be a challenge for the Bearcats, but we will see because I'm telling you, I think they're going to be ready to play up there again next weekend.
Well, that the offense and the defense complement each other so very well. The defense gets the takeaway, the offense takes it right down the field and scores.
There's a kick and fumbled again. That one is by Cunningham, picks it up, and he's going to get it upfield, hit there by Miller. Flag on the play. That flag is near the 18-yard line.
Jackson Miller, penalty flag during the play.
Personal foul. Looks like they're calling a head-to-head hit against Dexter. So helmet to helmet against the Bearcats on that penalty.
Personal foul against the Bearcats for targeting. 15-yard penalty.
So a 15-yarder on that against Dexter.
Kennett will take over first and 10.
Seemed like he threw that flag before it ever happened. I didn't notice it.
And I didn't really see it. I would have to go back after the game and watch that. I don't want to replay a helmet-to-helmet necessarily. If you're at home and you want to replay it, that's fine. But, to see that, I didn't initially see it. I did hear a pop, but I didn't know if it's pads or helmet.
Yeah.
Indians break. Jones will be shotgun look here. Snap, he's going to go inside hand there to Cunningham, and Hrvojevic just gobbled him up.
Cunningham, the ball carrier, brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 44, Mr. Jason Hrvojevic.
Slow to get up is Cunningham, and Hrvojevic continues to tackle anything in his way.
Yeah. It's almost like Dexter has Kennett's playbook to me because they'll make a move, and Dexter will respond to that with their defensive line shift. And then I noticed number 42 on Dexter was pointing, and there it went to the left side, and that young man just right through and made it a good tackle.
Good job for the guys up front, but Dexter too in the line. That they take on the blockers, and Hrvojevic had a clean look through. 2-2 set for Kennett. They're going to roll out. That is a screen, and it's picked off. Another one. Caden Hart will take this one to the house. Touchdown, Dexter. You have got to be kidding me. Another interception for the Bearcats.
And that's the second one returned for a touchdown, isn't it?
Yeah, Caden Hart, he is right there in that screen. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time. When he released from the block, good job. He released from the block, heads up, and he picks that thing off.
He'll probably be walking in tall cotton tomorrow.
I'm telling you, you don't get those many opportunities from a defensive lineman, and that's the second one, a DN and a interior lineman for Dexter. There's a kick up and good from Medler.
Medler's point after attempt, good. With that touchdown, we have now raised $2,100.
No doubt about it here in Dexter tonight.
Once again, thanks Brim Insurance, Bearcat Transportation, and Mr. Devin Busby.
So Kennett has been reeling all night, and after that pick six, they reel again, and it just continues showing the Bearcats have just dominated in every fashion.
Well, they scored that first touchdown that we said was a 4-minute drive, so that was at about the 8-minute mark. We still got 4.5 minutes. They've had 21 points in 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's amazing. 21 in 4 minutes. Other scores in their area: Jackson up 69-7 over Sykeston. St. Genevieve and Fredericktown still 27-7. St. Jan on that. Kelly still showing 33-0 over East Prairie. Valley Catholic has taken a lead over Park Hill Central. That is 27-20. Farmington now added another score. They're up 35-14 over Cape Central. West Plains up 13-6 over Bluff. No other scores reported from Hayti and Crothersville.
And I haven't gotten any lately either.
Well, as they wrap up their regular season home games at Dexter, they have done it in dramatic fashion. Now, if it stays as is, we'll discuss districts in a minute. They will get a bye first round, then a home game as Cunningham takes that up. He has got Miller in pursuit now, and there's Tenon, big hit, and Cunningham's going to be out at the 11-yard line.
Okay, Cunningham on the return for the Indians.
Chuck, I continue to be perplexed a little bit. Kennett has not found a way to really get anywhere on the football field on a kickoff. Now, Miller puts them deep, but you think you'd get a few yards out of that, and they have just really struggled to get any positioning on Dexter tonight.
That's exactly right, Neil. As you say, he kicks them deep, which should give the offensive man a little more time to make some moves, but they just haven't. They've started deep in their territory almost every possession.
Kennett breaks huddle. That is shotgun or a under center look, I formation. Jones snaps, hands that off up the middle, and he will get a couple on that. And there's a flag coming in. Run is by number 4. That is Nick Fonda on the play. Jackson Miller on the hit, and I think they're going to get him maybe on a face mask or hit up top.
Holding against the Indians.
Nope, they got Indians on a hold. The flag come in quickly as soon as Miller met him, and I thought, well, maybe he got a face mask there, but they're going to get a hold on the Indians.
And that's going to push him back, to about the 6-yard line? So it goes from bad to worse?
Yeah, so it is a spot foul, I believe, on the hold.
Oh, okay.
So he goes from the 15 and should be from the 15. It's going to be a half of the distance, I believe, to about the 7.5. So I don't know where the spot was of the foul. That may have been from the line of scrimmage on that if it was.
Well, they've got a long way to go on, 2nd and 16 or so?
Yeah, 2nd and, well, board shows maybe 1st and 15, but here's the hand, goes up the middle, no gain there. Down, it looks like Steele, right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think Hart made the tackle.
Nick Fonda, the ball carrier.
So Fonda, no gain on the play.
2nd down for the Indians.
2nd and long for the Indians here. Well, if they go back to the air, Chuck, it's been rough going. They may want to stick to the ground here.
It's been a long night for their air attack.
I formation again set. Jones has that. He'll hand that off. And really no gain again there. Dexter all over him again.
Fonda get on the carry. Run down by number 44, Jason Herborovich.
Herborovich in on that tackle.
For the Indians.
Connor Hill comes off a little gingerly than he'd like off the field there. He's got Passley checking in, who is no slouch himself. Passley's been really good. Pashley, a big frame himself. Valuable minutes he is gaining this season. Third and long for Kennett. I formation again. Here it is. Handoff goes, and it is Cunningham outside, and that is Jackson Miller, and then Devin Turnbow. Dexter again reads it well and plays it well.
Brought down by number 3, Devin Turnbow.
That will take us down near inside the 1 minute mark here in the third.
Again, they just stretch the play out, and they're just going from left to right. They don't get any push up the field, and now they're going to be looking at what, 4th down and 15 or so?
Well, they're looking at a punt, and it's going to be going toward Devin Turnbow, which is a terrible idea because he has the ability to return this for a touchdown. If I'm Kennett, I'm kicking it away from him. And it's going to be a short kick, so he's probably not going to be returning this. He will not. And Kennett will down that at about their 34-yard line. So Dexter back on the field, and I think we can start to break down districts. Look, Dexter's number 1 in their district, and they're going to stay number 1. They'll move to 7-0 as this one will move on. But, you know, behind them, Park Hill Central, they're in a dogfight right now. And at this point, you know, you've got Park Hill Central second. Kennett will drop in the standings tonight as they will drop. Scott City with Chaffee will jump them. So, you know, there's one you're looking at there, so a shake-up. But, you know, the two teams chasing Dexter. Dexter plays next, and that's where the district is sitting. But, you know, if Dexter wins out here, boy, they are sitting in a great spot. Here's a flag on the play as Passley runs that forward. And Potosi's back there at 2-4. Potosi is a sneaky good 2-4 team right now. They have played really well this year. Lost some close games. They played tough. They're better than a 2-4 team in this district. That's a watch-out game for whoever draws them in districts. Donovan and then Fredericktown, you know, they will remain the same as well there as Fredericktown's down tonight. Folks, that takes us to the end of the third. We're going to take a break, and we will be back to bring you the fourth quarter here on Aycorp Sports.
It's not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Welcome back to Dexter here as they get ready to start the fourth. And, you know, what do you think they're going to talk about on CMO Sports Zone come Monday about this Dexter Bearcat team?
Boy, it's hard to tell. There's not a lot of flaws that I've seen in it.
Not much. I'll tell you, you know, we've got Andrew Miller. He is here tonight in attendance, so he's getting to see this firsthand. And, you know, and I'm sure David Jenkins has checked in several times as well on this broadcast. But I think they're going to have a lot to say about a Dexter team. You know, we all wondered coming in, you know, the schedule. They had only played one team that had a winning record to this point. And Kennett was sitting at 4-2 coming to this. And there's Warnick. He's going to break the outside, and he gets down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a flag comes in late at about the 25, so we'll get the read on that.
Well, they did a reverse on that.
And you know, we really get to see, though, how the perception of Dexter changes, you know, because, look, everybody was kind of wondering, you know, we knew they were good, just how good, and wow.
Well, they've left nothing to
yeah, that's going to be a hold against the Bearcats, so that will back them up on the play.
I guess that's your spot foul there because it's just going to bring it back.
Interesting enough, Devin Turnbow just left the field, and I guess they've seen enough out of Devin tonight.
Well, I would think so. He's been a force.
I don't know that there's anything else he needs to prove. I don't know that he's had a interception yet, so maybe they'll leave him in on defense for that feat.
Just got an update on the Jackson-Sykeston score. It's 75-7.
There's the play. That goes to Perriman. He drops a football. It's on the ground, and boy, and they just let that go, and Kennett picks it up. Kennett recovers on the play.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Indians.
Unlucky bounce for Dexter there as Kennett finally gets one in their favor. I believe recovered on the play. That's number 52, Austin Gaddis.
I think you're right, yes. That's one of the few miscues that Dexter's had tonight.
Yeah, not many on that for Dexter. They have been very good this evening. We do have a running clock here in the fourth. They do run Turnbull back out on the field, so he's got opportunities to make a little bit more impact on this game. There's a snap. Inside hand goes to Cunningham, and he is picked up quickly there. Trying to get the number. I'm thinking that may be.
Is that number 5?
Yeah, but that's Baron Greer on the play.
Second down for the Indians.
I'll tell you, coming into this game, I really thought Kennett would be able to move the football some and put up some yards, but I can't even begin to count how many negative plays Dexter has sent them for tonight.
Yeah, it makes it really tough for your game plan when you're always looking at second down 12, second down 15. You have to alter things, and, of course, now it's really got to be altered.
Kennett shotgun look here. Jones checks. He's going to put a man in motion here. Here's a snap. He'll look to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw that, and that comes out of the hand. A little off of his hand there, a little sideways.
A little slip, wasn't it?
Ty Jones pass incomplete. Third down for the Indians.
Now 3rd and about 15 for the Indians. And I'll tell you, coming into this game, 16 touchdowns, I believe, 2 interceptions. And I think now up to 6 interceptions tonight. And what a change of events on the stat line there.
Oh.
It was a worry coming into this game, and Dexter did everything they needed to do. They put pressure there in the right places and got him nervous early, and then the picks started coming. And, that was one thing I wanted to see out of this defense too. Can you put pressure on the quarterback to cause those things? And, boy, when the competition was supposed to come, they stepped up in the biggest way and did it. Another loss on the play by Kennett there. Baron Greer again on another one.
And Womble was in on the tackle too, I believe.
So now 4th and long. Looks like they will kick it away. And it looks like they may close the book on Devin Turnbow. That is Houston Neely back deep now to receive this punt. It is going to be a short one. Kicks and takes a Dexter bounce.
Wow.
That goes all the way back to the 45 of Kennett.
So what's that, a net 7-yard punt?
Yeah, not much. I'm going to tell you that they have just not had many things go their way tonight.
Their first offensive set when they had the 2 passes out in the 2 flat areas, they were both dropped. Just kind of set the tone, and Dexter has just taken it to him the rest of the game.
Dexter offense back out. That is Will Geatley still the quarterback. Passley is now your deep back here. Here's the snap, inside pitch here, and that goes nowhere for Dexter. On the carry is number 10.
Luke Moore, the ball carrier.
Luke Moore for the Bearcats.
Sophomore running back.
Second down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, a few new guys into the game for the Bearcats out there. Looks like none of the possession guys, starters, I do not believe the regular runners in the game.
Official timeout.
Official timeout on the field. And we hadn't talked about it much, extensively tonight, but what about the job again for the offensive line? We talked about 2 of them tonight at the beginning of the broadcast, Huey and Logan Reed, but, man, Dexter's offensive lines look really strong tonight.
Well, for Turnbow to have that 75-yard run, he had to have some blockers right there initially, and they opened up a gate for him.
Play in motion. That is Passley up the middle again. Hit hard. Gaddis stood him up well.
Yeah, the senior put a hit on him.
And a whole new lineup coming in here for the Bearcats. Mass substitutions, and off the field comes several kids. Offensive line subs out, and they have had a great showing here tonight. So into the game for the Bearcats. Quarterback is Carter Guzman, number 16, as he gets his first action here tonight. He is a freshman, but big arm on him, and Folks, in 2 years, he'll be taking over the helm here at the quarterback most likely, and he has got a big arm on him. Big future ahead for the Bearcats. Here's a run here, but number 20, Perryman, all the way to the far side, up out of bounds there. Nice game for Perryman on the play.
Cal Perryman, the ball carrier.
Yeah, about a 10-yard run, first down.
Looks like it does. Chains do move, so first down Bearcats. Clock now will go under 6 minutes. Guzman has Passley behind him as they spread it wide with two receivers, one at the top, one at the bottom.
Yeah, 2 men.
Yeah, I'm thinking they got too many men on the field because usually they have, that was still a wing T set there. Unless they pulled the tight end and went one at the top, one at the bottom.
I think they had 2 men moving at the same time. They were headed both toward the quarterback.
11 on the field. They just had the tight ends sent out wide, so man at the top and bottom. Usually Dexter only has that one wide receiver and in the wing T. Break cuddle there, same set. Here's the play, goes inside, and that is going to go nowhere there. That is number 10 on the carry, Luke Moore.
Luke Moore, the ball carrier. Second down for the Bearcats.
So second down here. Clock ticks now. It'll go under 5 minutes.
Christopher Martin on the stop for the Indians.
Christopher Martin in on that play for the Indians on the stop. Valley Catholic now has opened it up to a 33-20 game over Park Hill Central.
Oh.
That game in the fourth quarter. There's a play. Perryman on the carry. He's got blockers out front. Nice play up. Gains a couple of yards on the carry. He is stopped there by Kennett's number 11. That is John Baker Brown.
Third down for the Bearcats.
Dexter hasn't had too many third down opportunities.
Yeah, third down late in this game is both teams just now running out the clock on this one. Guzman in the gun. He has Passley behind him. There's a play, high snap, hands to Passley. He pushes upfield and taken down there. Nice game, but taken down, that is number 5, Antonio Hollywood on the tackle.
Run down by number 5, Antonio Hollywood. Fourth down for the Bearcats.
So fourth down for Dexter here. We will see their play. That looks like they will just keep it and probably run this.
Ball sitting at what, the 30-yard line of Kennett.
Yep, for the young Bearcats here, if you make it, you get another play on offense to go, and if not, you turn it over and let Kennett have it and run it out. Guzman, empty backfield for him. 3 wide at the bottom. And we've got a stop and play here.
I think a guard on the
timeout,
offense.
Dexter.
Oh, they got a timeout call first.
Maybe the play clock running down there, but Jamerson wanted to reset. And you wonder why would a coach do that? Well, he's doing that to give his young players that set. I get it. You don't want to see a timeout in this part of the game, but those young players are developing.
You got to teach them. You got to teach them.
And two, for Coach Jamerson, this is a young group of players going against a varsity defense of Kennett. So, this is the time you want these kids to see and learn that on the field.
And get that experience under their belt. Got to lay another score. Portageville 53, Donovan 21. 9 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, Porterville is going to roll on again. Nothing else really in the area of note to update on that. So Dexter back out. It'll be Guzman in the gun. He's got an empty backfield around him. Here's the play. He's going to pass. He'll look. He rolls, and he's going to throw it up. Takes a hit, and it's going to be caught. It is incomplete. He drops it as Guzman takes a hit straight to the face there.
I thought Moore had that one.
Well, young man, that is a learning experience. You've got to protect your body as you grow older and you take the reins for Dexter. You don't want to take those hits,
You say he got his bell rung?
I don't know if it was run or not, but he took a shot. Nothing like a good teaching moment, and that one right there will teach you. Kennett now with the football. Clock ticks here. I formation set. They'll take that, pitch it outside to Cunningham. He will go far side up the field. Good yards there, up first down yardage as the Bearcats will take him down after a gain of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Look, a Mallory of Dexter was in on the tackle, sophomore.
Again, folks, this week is ending week 7 of high school football and volleyball on Aycorp Sports. Next week is conference tournament for volleyball, so we will be taking the week off to prepare for the district tournament and beyond. On Friday night, the football game will come to you from Cape Girardeau High School, where the Tigers will host the Red Hawks of Live for Life Academy. Here's a pitch outside that goes to Hollywood, and he's got a good run there going up to the 40 and inside the 40, down at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Is that Jackson?
Number 25, Jackson Acreage.
Acreage with the tackle, junior.
Yeah, Jackson Acreage owned that tackle for the Bearcats. Ball at the 37. Kennett's got a couple more opportunities to get in the end zone here, maybe. They walk up the line slow. They'll be still be in the I formation. Jones under center. There's a snap inside hand that goes to Fonda up to the 35-yard line.
Big Fonda, the ball carrier.
So enough time, probably one more play in this football game coming for Kennett.
Brought down by number 76, Carson Fry.
Yeah, Fry with the tackle. I think he's a freshman, if I'm not mistaken.
Freshman Fry, he gets in on the action here as his name is now in the stat books.
Yeah.
Jones, one more play under center here. He gets it, snap outside to Brown. He's going to, or Hollywood rather. He takes it all the way far side, tripped up and down at the 31.
Antonio Hollywood, the ball carrier.
Jackson Medler with the tackle, I think.
Medler makes that shoestring tackle there, and that's going to do it here. So Dexter will take this one 57-0 in dominant fashion tonight as they move now to 7-0 on the season and chase yet a game closer to back-to-back undefeated seasons. Real quickly, also in the area, it is St. Genevieve 42-7 over Fredericktown. Last we have Kelly over East Prairie 33-0. Valley Catholic 33-20 over Park Hills. Poplar Bluff now losing to West Plains 41-12. Farmington up 35-21 last we had against Cape Girardeau. And Jackson 75-7 over Sykeston. That updates you on the football in the area. Chuck, any final thoughts on this one before we leave the area?
Well, I can't, it's as you had alluded to, Bobby, that we thought this ball game would be a lot closer than what it was, but Kennett's miscues and Dexter's just defensive line and then the way the offensive line blocked for them, and the turnovers didn't obviously help Kennett. It worked to Dexter's benefit, and the final score reflects that. But you see now that Dexter's definitely a force to be dealt with.
No doubt the RC moved to 7-0. Dexter, next week, they are at Park Hill Central. That game will start at 7 p.m. Kennett, they will go to Poplar Bluff and look for redemption there in that game. And we will be coming to you live from Cape Central High School. For Chuck Davis, for myself, Bobby Orphan, for all of our crew here for Aycorp Sports, thank you for joining us tonight, and good night from Dexter, Missouri.